Number 13. Dealing with the trill that's on the end of the last line, I would strongly recommend that you start with that as a turn. And frankly, you can perform it that way. But if you feel like you can get some more trills in there, then it's nice. But I don't think it really has to, because depending on the tempo you're using, it's hard to get it in there. And one of the things that I find that's really important is to not add accent to your phrase. And so you don't want to come across and try to really slam it so that it's accent and trying to get all those trills in there. I'd rather have it very gracefully with a turn rather than trying to do too much on that. Okay? Second line, second stave, second measure, chromatic F sharp from the F sharp to the F natural you see there. Fifth measure, 1, 2, 3, fourth measure, excuse me, bis B flat. As you're going up to that B flat, whenever it's approached by a leap like that, this is really your best way to go. Excuse me. Third stave, next measure, bis B flat yet again, actually throughout that measure. I think most of you probably know this, but in the second measure, when you go down to the C sharp, go ahead and just leave your C sharp key down when you go to the G sharp. You don't need to try to slide to the G sharp key. Everyone already aware of that, right? Bis B flat. When the next system, we are system 1, 2, 3, 4. System 4 down, first measure, that's a side A sharp and a chromatic figure like that. You definitely want to use your side key. And then the rest of it, I think, is pretty much straight ahead, except for when we get down to the last stave, where we're going from the last measure of the previous line to the grace notes that you see. I would strongly recommend that long C sharp again. It allows you to keep that you don't have to move a whole lot, and it makes it blend really well. And I'm also using that long C sharp when we come down. Long C sharp on that, on beat 2. Bis on the downbeat of the next measure. Grace notes, be really expressive and smooth with them. And I strongly recommend the use of alternate D for the last note. That's the E flat palm key. It allows you to really control the dynamic and also control the pitch and have just a lot more control in general. And I go ahead and just leave my E, leave the 2 fingers on the right hand down. And I actually will oftentimes use that same fingering with the downbeat of measure 2. But I'm going to leave up to you. I strongly recommend it for the last one. Have an optional for the downbeat of measure 2.
That long C sharp? That long C sharp one?
No, I'm referring to the downbeat of measure 2.
Oh, gotcha.
You can also use that alternate fingering.
Gotcha.
It works very nicely there. Any questions before I give a stab at it? No? Okay.